Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, the honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Yahweh being the true name of who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of who the world calls Jesus Christ in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, which is the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Bahashem means in the name, and the Racha Kodash is the Spirit Holy. All right, which is being sent down from heaven from our high priest Yahweh Shai in the heavens, so that we can have full understanding of prophecy and in this word, and to see into the future and let you know the future events that are to come here on this planet Earth, and to preach salvation to the elect, the 144,000 scattered throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days, to receive salvation from Yahweh Shai when He returns. All right, and I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied to all you brethren that are teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. And I was, reading articles, and I came across this article that struck out, and it says, "What is stressing America out?" And one of the main things that is stressing these people out is ultimately is that a lot of these people, are worried about the short-term future of Babylon the Great, which, they see that this place is not the great country that it once was. When you look at everything that's going on around the world, man, the West, America is to blame for a lot of it. The war with Ukraine and Russia is basically being backed by America. They're the ones pulling the strings. They're the one that's in the background, ultimately, making that shit be the problem that it is. You see what's going on today with this whole voting situation. I was reading articles. I think it's Maricopa County. I think that's in Arizona. A lot of those ballot machines are just not working right. A lot of the votes are not getting counted right. It's just a lot of technical issues. And I'm sure it's not just there. I'm sure it's other places around the country that they're having the same effect. And we know that it's the Democratic, the Democrats, working in the shadows, doing a lot of bullshit so that they could, stop this red wave, as they're calling it, from happening, which that's going to lead to civil unrest. That's going to lead to civil war. That's going to lead to more and more issues, division within this country. About the coming food shortages. We know about the impending collapsing dollar. A lot of these, I sent articles out to brothers today where, like 47%, which might as well be 50% of Generation Z millennials are on some form of medication. A lot of them are dealing with mental issues. A lot of them are dealing with a lot of anxiety, and it's all stemmed because they don't know what lies in the future for them. A lot of them are unable to even work, to have a normal job in the workplace because their mental issues and their anxiety is so overwhelmingly destroying them. And then you top that with with all of this medication and all of the confusion, all of the alphabetism and the brainwashing and the psychological operations, man. This country is just, the people of this country are totally burnt and stressed the hell out, man. They're just not, they're not in the right frame of mind, man. And this is all according to biblical prophecy, how the Lord was going to put a perverse spirit in this place, man. You see a lot of these people out here just bug the hell out, man. A lot of these people they're just destroyed, man. All right. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what the hell is going on. They're confused. They're sad. They're depressed. Stop. They're confused. They're sad. They're depressed. They just don't, have any firm, a solid foundation to stand upon, man. A lot of them don't know whether they want to be a man or a woman. It's just completely, totally just whacking this place, man. And it's just being fitted for destruction, man. And it's all, and when you want to point the finger, it all falls back to the small hats, man, to Amalek, to Esau, Edom, the damn devil. All right. And he is leading this country to complete utter chaos and destruction in the near future, man. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article and just show you like why these people are all stressing out. And these things that are stressing these people out they're only going to get worse and worse, man. Imagine how destroyed these people are going to be when this economy collapses and your government officials and the president is not going to have any answers for you. Your mayors and your governors are going to just check out, man, and leave these people out here to defend for themselves with no order, no chaos, no police, no 911, no, another thing, got the diesel shortage. Stop. They got the diesel shortage. Supposedly, there's only 20 something days left of diesel fuel, and we know once that dries up, that these trucks are responsible. Stop. Responsible for the majority of the food and the food and the medicine and everything that this country needs. What do you think is going to happen when that dries up and this famine surely sets in and the power grid goes down? Right, it's going to be massive amounts of suicide and chaos and evading one another, and women being ravished, people being bashed over the head for bread. So the temperature for the future of Babylon the Great is not good, man. And if you think people are stressed out now, shit, that's just gonna totally blow through the roof in the near future, man. Starting of 2023 might just be the year where all of these things that are happening are gonna just utterly just collapse this place. So let me read some of this article. It says worry about inflation shot up to the biggest stressor among Americans, according to a survey by the American Psychological Association. In 2020, the CV pandemic had regulated long-term top stress factors, worry about healthcare to rank 2. But as Statista's Katharina Bolshos report, this year, COVID is out of the top 8 altogether, and healthcare is down in rank 6 as stress about the future of the nation as well as crime has taken over ahead of the 2020 midterm elections. And that's, another thing that's rampant in this country is crime, man. People are just, the love of many is waxing cold, man. People are getting more and more desperate. And things are somewhat still kind of normal, So imagine when things are out of the normal, when, the everyday hustle and bustle just completely comes to a stop, and the all the stores and the businesses shut in the street. The amount of violence that's going to ensue in every city and every town here in Babylon the Great, man. So you think people are stressed out now? They ain't seen shit yet, man. But it's really all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to do this into this country, into this place known as Babylon the Great, because this place is long overdue for a great judgment, man. The people are proud. America has raped, robbed, and murdered its way to the top country. To the top country on this planet, man. And it's finally time for this place to reap what it has sowed, man. And a lot of you American people, have reaped the benefits of it. All right. And it's going to ultimately affect you. All of your pride, all of your hubris, you riding high on the hog, you always thinking that this place, America, is always going to be great and lofty and, it's never going to fall. It's never going to fail. It's always going to be this rich and decadent place is now finally coming to an end. And a lot of you people who are in that mind frame that, trusting in this society and in this system to always reign and always be on top, that's going to end up being to your own ruin, man, because it's leading you to be proud and, you to be proud against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and especially our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You've been so afforded the luxury of Babylon the Great and being here in America that you've waxed proud against your creator and against your God and against the prophets and the men of the Lord who are out there prophesying and telling you what the Lord is about to do into this place. A lot of you guys are mocking and scoffing and coming up against this word and waxing proud against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And you have your trust in everything outside of the Most High. So when he brings his judgment and destruction upon you, it's going to be well deserved, man. All right. This is Jeremiah 51:5. It says, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power of Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, which, the Israel that's not going to be forsaken is the elect, the 144,000, and the great multitude, those that are taking heed to the prophets, those that are looking around the earth and seeing what the hell is really going on and how things are not going to get better, how things are ultimately going to get worse. And they're hearing the words of the prophets. They're hearing it and they're remembering themselves, and they're putting the pieces together and they're ultimately coming back and to the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and trusting in him and not into this system and seeing the big picture instead of the short term, fix for what they think is going to prosper them, It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, which is talking about America, and deliver every man his soul. And how do you flee out of the midst of Babylon? It starts spiritually, man. It starts by you coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, acknowledging the fact that you're an Israelite, putting away all the idols and these false gods and religions and worshiping of money and women and sex and drugs and this black culture, Mexican culture, American culture that you have been so accustomed to living. That's how you flee out of the midst of Babylon, by separating yourself from that society, man. Because everything that's joined into this world, man, like it tells you in the book of John, is the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh and the pride of life. And that's all that black culture and the American way of life have brought to our people, and you got to flee from those things. You got to separate yourself from that and come back to the Lord so that you can deliver your soul from this place, because great destruction and judgment is coming here on Babylon the Great. And all these different things that I'm reading this article was showing you that stressing these people the hell out is, once you're so caught up in this lifestyle of Babylon the Great, those things will stress you out because you have your heart set in this place. You're not looking past America. You're not looking, past America and into the world to come, and doing the things to prepare yourself and to set you up to be received to the world to come. It says, "Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." You see, and everybody that's joined into this place, all of our people that's out there voting and trying to, trusting in Babylon the Great and in this system, you're gonna be caught up in that vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because if you don't trust in the Lord, then that means you trust in the system. You trust in Esau. You trust in Babylon the Great. You're gonna take that charagma. You're gonna try to save your life. You're gonna try to do whatever you can do to try to position yourself to make it in this society, instead of setting yourself right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua to be saved and delivered from the vengeance that the Lord is going to bring on America via nuclear missiles and famine and death and destruction and teeth of wild beasts and every other form of judgment the Lord has set up for this place to go through. Terminator robots, getting ate by eater robots, getting caught up in the race riots, getting raped to death, starving to death, or whatever else the Lord judgment he's going to have preserved for our people that refuse to return unto him. It says, "Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand." Right. And Babylon is America. And this place has been a golden cup. It's been sitting high for a long time. This has been the top nation on the planet Earth for centuries, man. And a lot of our people still think that this place is still, that nigga, man. But it's not. All these different nations, superpowers outside of America, they're all abandoning this place. They're all abandoning the dollar. They're all setting themselves financially in positions to where they can ultimately band together and leave America and the dollar and their hegemony in the past, man. And they're going to just move on and leave this place in the dust, man. And we know that these elites have already checked out of this place. They're already ready to pull the plug on this place and bring in this digital beast system. But it's just our people and these stupid average Americans that are out here trying to hold this place together and talking about their freedom of speech and the Constitution. Look, these devils are done with that, man. They're trying to move this place. They're trying to move it into a place where those things are no longer going to be valid. Those things are no longer going to matter. All right. It's either you're going to bow down to the beast system or you're going to be destroyed and left behind, man. It says, "Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." Yeah, that's what I said. That's why you see China, Russia, they're trying to produce these BRICS nations. That's why Saudi Arabia just signed that deal with OPEC to push the dollar from being the world reserve currency, man. Look, all the nations are mad as hell at this place, man. They're done with this place. They don't want to be under the boot of Babylon and America and the dollar anymore. They're looking towards the future. They want to set themselves up to where they can operate and do business and get out of this democracy ruled society so that they can do it their own way, man. And the only ones that still riding and clinging on to the sinking ship known as America is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and a few stupid jackasses, heathen nations that are still in this place, man. All right, this place is done. You got Jake still trying to get reparations, trying to get a check. You're not going to get no check from Esau. Yeah, I understand. This country does owe our people reparations. The white man in America does owe the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in this country a lot for what they have raped, robbed, and stole. But you're dealing with the devil here. Amalek ain't going to give you shit. You see what they doing to Kyrie. You see what they doing to Kanye. Just for even speaking about, the wicked business practices that they do. They willing to shut them niggas down and take everything that they ever earned and got in this country. You think that same devil is going to give you reparations? He's not. He's just not going to do it, man. I understand. It would be right. It would be the right thing to do. But this Esau and Amalek is not a just man. They're the damn devil. So you need to be putting your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and looking towards the kingdom to come, not to this kingdom that's going to be destroyed and burnt and judged, man. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And that's the point. This place is going to fall. It's going to be destroyed. And you're not going to fix it. You're not going to vote your way into bettering this place. You're not going to vote your way into economic wealth and 40 acres in the mill, my nigga. It's just not going to happen, man. And we've been telling you, Jakes, this for years, man. All right. This place is done. It's finished. Forget about it, man. Look towards the kingdom to come. Get your mind out of America being here for another 50 years, 20 years, 5 years, man, because it's just not going to happen. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgments reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, you see. And the Lord's going to destroy this place with nuclear missiles. It says, Yahweh have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. See, the Lord is bringing righteousness to our people, which is through this word, through the prophets, through the holy scriptures, man. Not through black excellence, not through financial gain, not through reparations. That's not how the Lord is going to set you, Jake, up here in America to win. Remember, it was brought here as a punishment. It was brought here because we sinned against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. This is not our rest. This place will destroy you with a sword of destruction, as it has done to the majority of our people, man. Why the hell you think Shaq and LeBron and niggas doing what they doing? That's the result of this place destroying our people. Don't matter how much money you got, how many contracts and millions and shoes you sell. This is still not your rest. It's still, in some way, shape, or fashion, is owned by the damn small hats, man. They call the shots. They have the keys to let you in or to shut you out, man. Who the hell want to live like that? You're still not sovereign. You don't own anything. You never will own anything as long as Esau is in power. But the Lord is looking to give us the complete control and complete power in the kingdom of heaven, which will be on earth. But you niggas don't want to wait. You don't have any patience. You don't have any hope, and you don't have any faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that these days will ever come. So therefore, the Lord's going to melt you niggas here in Babylon, man. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh have raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, which is why you see what's happening over there with Russia is happening. Because the Medes represent the Russian army, man. And the Lord is going to allow these Russians eventually in due time to melt this place. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple, all right? The payback, for all the shit that we have to go through here in America, man. But a lot of you jakes, you're not going to get that until it's too late. But anyways, this is what is stressing America out. Percentage of U.S. adults who reported significant stress caused by the following topics. Inflation, 83%. The future of our nation, 76%. Violent crime, mass shootings, gun violence, healthcare, increased global tension conflict, the current political climate. And all these things that is mentioned are all spiraling out of control, man. These things are all topics of concern. See, because all these things are happening, all these things are going to increase, and they're going to continuously get worse and worse, man. You see, but that's why we have to flee out of the midst of this place, man. Stop being so attached and so, focused on all of this bullshit, man, and focus on serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is going to deliver us out of this shit, man. It says inflation and crime have been among the top concerns for voters who head to the polls today, which people are going to the polls today. And I know in Maricopa County, they can't even vote. They're trying to, but the machines are all jacked up, And I'm pretty sure it's happening in other states, which you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans shouldn't be voting any goddamn way. That's against the scriptures, man. That's against the laws of the Most High, that we're not supposed to have no king over us that's not from amongst our brethren or from amongst our nation. You see, and look, and even all that shit is corrupted and bullshit, and people still thinking they vote count, man. Obviously, it don't count. All right. It says Democrats are expected to sustain losses due to a weak economy and high cost of living. Both parties have meanwhile said that they considered the election a watershed moment for the future of the country and even the Democratic foundation. Now, watch what happens when all this voter fraud shit happens, when, once the numbers are tallied up and shit don't make sense, when here it is, you have everybody looking to vote Republican to get these dumb Democrats out of office. But watch when they, if it happens, if the tide turns and these votes end up going to these Democrats, man, and they end up winning the shit by a landslide, people, hey, these Republicans and people are going to lose it. And it's possible because that just happened over there in Brazil with that guy. I think his name is Bolsonaro. Here it is, millions of people was for him, and somehow the votes got tallied in and he lost, man. And the people are out there pissed. They protesting. They're taking it to the streets. So, hey, that could very well happen here in Babylon the Great. Through this little midterm bullshit. You see? It says, this year, 83% of U.S. adults reported being stressed out by inflation, compared to a 76% report feeling of stress about the future of the nation and 75% feeling stressed about violence and crime. For comparison, about 70% of Americans said they experienced stress because of healthcare concerns. Yeah, a lot of people are jacked up from that, man. From that, yabber dabber, man. See? This is Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, meaning America, Babylon the Great, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. You see? A lot of our people trust in America because, America has been a golden cup. It has been, the who's who of nations. It's been on top, for a long time. But now this place is surely dwindling and going down the crapper. And, our people still believe that this country is strong. They believe in the bullshit that Biden is telling them about the economy is stronger as it's ever been and yada, 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 man. But this place is weak, man. It's weak. It's getting weaker and is about to get the plug put on it. It says, yet he is also wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. You see? So the Lord is against this place. He's destroying this place. He's not with this place. And he's going to bring all the evil and judgment and everything else upon this place, man. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not God. Yeah, because a lot of our people still believe the white man is God. They believe that America is unstoppable, that it's always going to forever be in the high seat of power and authority. But it's not, man. It says, and their horses is flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall, and they shall all fail together. You see? So all of our people that still joining into this place and trusting into this place, you're going to fall right along with America, man. Because this is where you're putting your trust and your faith in, and not in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, let me see. It says, for thus have Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Yahweh of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. You see? So the Lord's going to come fight for his elect against Esau, Edom. It says, as birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. See? And this is why you have to flee out of this place, man. And it starts by you, spiritually doing that and coming back to the Lord. It says, turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. For in that day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin. See, then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword, not of a mean man, shall devour him, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. But I didn't want to read that. I went too far into that. But the main point being the first few chapters, man. Stop trusting in this place, man. Look, the Lord is our help. He's our deliverance. He's going to come and deliver us out of this place, all right? You're not going to you're not going to be saved if you trust in Babylon, because this place is not going to be saved, But let me get this last verse and I'm going to roll out of here, man. But hey, shit is going, this place is finished, man. Scriptures tell you about what happened when a kingdom is divided amongst itself. It cannot stand, man. And that's ultimately what America is. A kingdom divided, man. It's going to be destroyed, man. Let me see. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 33. I, Ezra, receive a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Horeb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandment of the Lord. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand. That heathen is talking about Israel, right? It's not talking about the actual heathen, because a lot of our people, were scattered, and a lot of them started worshiping the gods of the other nations, and it took on the mind frame of the heathen. It says, O ye heathen that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest. For he is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world. And we're at the end of the world, the end of Esau's world, the end of this age, man. And who should we be looking to at the end of this world? Is Yahushua, our Lord and Savior, man. It says, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. See, and that's what our people's mind should be focused on, the kingdom, not getting reparations and trying to forge your life here in America, which is soon to be doomed and destroyed, man. It says, flee the shadow of this world. You see, flee the shadow of this world, man. Come out of this place, man. Repent, come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and forsake everything that's going on here, everything that you've trusted and learned here, because it's all foolishness and it's all wickedness at the end of the day, man. It says, flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Oh, receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, and give thanks unto him that have called you to the heavenly kingdom. And what is the gift that we got right now? Is faith. We've been given a second chance at life. We've been given the not the spirit of fear, but the spirit of faith, to trust and believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And great teachers, diligent teachers, starting with elders of Great Millstone, and all the brethren that are coming up under the elders and the apostles and elders, man. You see, and that's the Lord calling us and giving us a second chance and showing mercy and showing mad love unto us, man. And so those of us, out of all the billions of Israelites on this earth that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear this truth and understand, man, hey, you should be thankful, man, and praise Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because the Lord could easily have kept you blind and be lost in the world like these 2/3 niggas out here. The Lord could leave you in the spirit of Charleston White, man. Totally just fitted for destruction, man. A total degenerate, man. You see? So you should be grateful that the Lord has bestowed this gift upon you. It says, arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Lord. It says, take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed, man. You see? And that's what we're doing. And that's what we think is just about fulfilled, that the elect is almost sealed. Seeing, how prophecy is moving and things that is happening upon the earth, man. But as far as, where your mind frame should be, it should definitely be out of Babylon the Great. Otherwise, you're going to end up looking like old girl right here in this little picture right here, man. You're going to be totally just burnt out, stressed, and lost in the sauce and not knowing what to do. And you're going to be destroyed by joining yourself onto this society when all is said and done, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shabbat Shalom. Until the next one.